Hello class. Today we'll talk about the active and passive voice. A lot of students find this topic very difficult, but the truth of the matter is we use this in our sentences every day. So it's a very simple concept. So firstly, the definition of what these voices are. They are used in different types of writing and are used to create different types of effects in the sentence structure. So when you have an active voice or a passive voice, you create a different type of sentence structure. So firstly, I want to talk about the active voice. What this does is this is used when the subject is performing an action. For example, let's say Jill threw the ball. So this is a very simple sentence. Jill threw the ball. In this, we can see that the subject, Jill, is performing an action. She's performing the action. She threw. Threw is the verb. Jill threw the ball. And this, we say Jill threw the ball because we see the subject doing this action. Similarly, a passive voice is when the subject is being acted upon. For example, the ball was thrown by Jill. So in the passive voice, the subject becomes the ball and the subject is being acted upon by Jill. So in the passive voice, the ball was thrown by Jill. Whereas in the active voice, the subject was Jill and Jill performed an action. She threw the ball. Jill threw the ball. In the passive voice, the subject changes to the ball and it is acted upon by Jill. Jill is still performing the action, but the subject changes to the ball. The ball was thrown by Jill. And in the passive voice, a person can be described or can also be left out. What I'm saying by this is I can also write the ball was thrown. This is also a passive voice. Whereas in this sentence, the ball was thrown, I haven't included the person Jill. So the person is not being described in this sentence. Earlier, the sentence the ball was thrown by Jill, we have the person described here. The person being Jill. Whereas in the next sentence, the ball was thrown, the person has been left out. So this is also a passive voice. And that is it. That is the active voice and the passive voice. I will write two sentences here and I want to see if you can guess if it is a passive or an active voice. So after I write the sentence, you can pause it for a second and then try to figure out the answer. The first sentence is Jason ate my pizza rolls. Second sentence, Tom's phone was stolen. Pause the video and try to find out which voice are these two sentences. Have you done it? Okay, the answer is number one, Jason ate my pizza rolls. In this sentence, the subject is Jason and he's performing an action. So when the subject is performing an action, what does that tell us? This is the active voice. So Jason ate my pizza rolls. This will be the active voice. In the second sentence, it's a bit tricky because I added a person's name, but Tom's phone, the subject became the phone. The subject in this sentence is Tom's phone. It's not Tom, but it's Tom's phone. So the subject is phone. And what happened to the phone? It was stolen. So When the subject is being acted upon, the subject is phone and it was acted means it got stolen. So for Tom's phone was stolen would be a passive voice. And that is the active and the passive voice. I hope you understood this video. If you have any other questions, you can of course write the comment. You can write in the comments below, or you can also message me or talk to me in the Zoom app when we have a class meeting. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.